Need to hear one of our shows again? We've got them on podcast. Go to fmmoneytalkradio.com. Scroll down to Podcast on Demand. Pick your show and it's on. Podcast on fmmoneytalkradio.com.
A noise from somewhere deep. We heard the sound, it was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer by staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that heals. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near. Taking shelter where you can when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. A song for the lonely, the tired and the weary. A song for the broken, the mighty. Can you hear me? Get beyond our pride and greed. Share everything that we need. We won't be ignored. We will be restored. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. 'Cause love is the word, and hope is the song.
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day,
Or just to say good morning.
so get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, because it's showtime.
Welcome.
One day.
Show. You know, I'm really upset. I spent all this time doing this thing, and It didn't work. Look how small I am.
Yeah.
I'm like a midget. No, well, not that one. Don't do that.
I'm tan,
Move that
you're
camera
small.
to this side a little bit.
This way. Maybe I'll move
This
over
way.
this way.
Because I gotta go this way. So you gotta go that way.
So what happens when you and I set up our own
You
set?
gotta move the camera.
Which way you want?
It's just a dot. No, you're going the wrong way. No, like that. No,
That
more.
way.
More. So she
Better?
moves the whole stand. Yeah, that's better. Okay, good.
Okay.
All right, make me a little bigger, please, so that we can. Welcome to the morning show.
Look how tan I look.
I don't want to, I tried to do something good. I didn't set up the mics today. Somebody else did, and she left the mics open. So we had to redo this. So when you redo this, you have to take everything down to redo it again.
Yes.
I'm very upset.
Why did I set up the mics? All I did was plug them in.
That's what you did.
But I didn't check the board. Batman. Anyway, happy Thursday. Ever have just one of those days? I think it's just going to be one of those days. From I dropped the spoon into the garbage can, and at least I did not spill the milk. That's all I can tell you. We set everything up.
You dropped the spoon in the garbage can.
It's all cleaned up and washed up,
When
I
did you do
guess.
that?
This morning. It's just been to me. I dropped my lunch underneath the table. It's like, you hear me screaming in the back?
No.
We got Cinderella in the house. Look how beautiful you look.
Thank
What a
you.
great dress.
Thank you.
Who's on your mask?
It's Aurora, so it's like the owl.
So this is the Aurora room. Did you know that?
Oh no.
This is the Aurora room because Aurora in Spanish means dawn. So this
That's
is
a
the
rumor. Nobody really knows. that.
look it up. And Jay Harmon's great granddaughter, who this whole room is decorated with his beautiful artwork. Her name is Aurora. So this is the Aurora room, and you are wearing an Aurora mask. Like I said, Batman, it's going to be one of those days.
I can see that.
We got Taylor here, and we got Slick on the board. I don't know, Teddy's here someplace.
Anyway,
Happy Thursday.
To the morning Brew Crew. Did you see that we opened up a new page?
I saw that.
Maybe in 2 weeks or a week and a half, we're going to go to that page to open,
I invited 4,397 friends.
to bring them over.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got to separate the midday show from this show. Because I get confused. As you can see today, I get all confused. What a mess. It's just like ridiculousness.
We just keep going, though. How was your night?
My night was good. I did Sarah Spiritual last night. And she was on pinpoint.
What is the topic of the conversation?
She was talking about how you have to reach out and take some of the negative things in your life as a learning curve. It's like what we did all day yesterday. It was like everybody take the negative and make it a positive, and I come in here and nothing works, things like that. But then Taylor's here. You got Mary Poppins over here.
I guess she's doing her show today.
Are you doing a show? What are you doing today? You're doing something. Either on a date.
No.
Grab a mic so we can all hear you.
I mean, I'm doing my show, but I just woke up really early, so I was like, I can dress cute today. Usually.
Getting up early for you is a task, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're more of a night owl.
Yeah.
Do you sleep at night at all?
Yeah.
At what, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning?
No, I mean, it really varies because I do a lot of work at night, so
Wait.
I'll end up getting everything done at
What do you do at night?
Just like projects, just schoolwork. I end up doing that.
You do all your schoolwork at night. How
Yeah.
do you stay up? How
I
do you
don't
stay
know.
adrenaline?
Because sometimes you just start getting
Make me a
going.
little bit smaller because I'm beginning to get scared here.
Sometimes you just start going and you keep going and you
No,
keep
man,
going.
it's good. You sleep going what?
Once you start at night, you build up this adrenaline, but that's why you don't sleep because then
But
you
how
can't
do you
stop
how
it.
do you stay? How is it that you don't conk out? How do you?
I
You do reading and stuff.
Yeah, I hyper focus on something. So in my brain, it's like, no, I can't go to bed until it's done.
You just keep going.
Yeah.
I know. We've got these 2 projects I got to work on today, and I could have done them last night, but I knew if I took my computer out at 10, it wasn't going to happen. I would never sleep.
Yeah, but she's like a whole different person today. Everything about her is different. Everything, top to bottom, everything. She's like radiant.
She's got energy. She's ready
And
to
she
roll.
reminds me of the amusement park. She actually
I know.
stands
You
and
do.
gives off this amusement park. Look,
You
all her
do. You're like
movements.
Disney World all rolled into a package.
Do you do that on purpose? Do you realize you do it?
No, I don't realize I do it. I subconsciously.
She just does. It's just
And
who
what
she
is your
is.
show on today?
Type 5.
Type 5.
Type 5?
Oh, you did Slick's type last week. You did Quattro. Slick, was it all about you?
I gotta say, I have to agree with like.
Well, you don't talk into a microphone, so I can't hear you.
Excuse.
I can't hear you. What was that?
I have to say, you know, if you are a type 4, you should listen to her show because, you know, it does speak to us. Quattros are kind of like the best. to
Okay,
be
what are you
honest.
doing now?
Centering you.
Taylor, what
Homegrown.
number are you?
I'm a type 9.
9.
So
Maybe we should do it again.
I didn't even know it went up that high.
I didn't either.
Yeah, 9 is the highest.
What is a
number you
9?
can get. It means that I like avoid confrontation. You probably know better than me, but
You're a double 9.
I used
I'm
to be a 9.
peacemaker,
You're an
it's
18.
called.
9 plus.
I think I'm a 1 with a 9 rising. Was that a thing?
No, you don't avoid confrontation. You don't avoid. What you do is you create it, let it happen, and then decide what you're gonna do with it. You're very clever.
Do you see this?
Very clever.
See this? What's in your pocket? Did you see? I want one of you guys
Whatever
can
this
look
is
it up.
killing me.
There was a first grader that did not like the pockets in her jeans. So apparently she wrote a letter to the jean company.
Yeah, Old Navy.
And what did she complain about?
She says, you know how guys have that little pocket
So it
inside
made me
the
think
pocket?
about it.
So they're gonna put the pocket in the jean, little pocket in the jeans for the women. Old Navy.
What do you do with that little pocket though?
That's where you put your stash.
But I always wonder about, you have jeans on, do you have pockets in the front?
yes, but they're not like very deep. Apparently guys have really deep pockets.
Because
and
we
girls don't.
carry keys and wallets, and women have
But,
purses.
like,
But don't you feel that's
no,
like
we wouldn't
totally
have to have
discriminatory?
purses
Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me, right?
There's a designer out actually, Taylor, who she designs clothes for women just with pockets because of that. And they're big, like you could put a person in these pockets.
That is so uncool.
Why?
Because everything that you make for a guy now discriminates against a woman. That isn't fair. Jeans have always been that
Why didn't
way.
they just start it like that?
Because
You
women
wouldn't have
didn't
to
wear
have
pants
purses.
in the day. Women wore dresses. It was women
I
didn't
like
wear
pants.
Then women started wearing pants. Now women only wear the pants. Like underwear. You notice how men wear what they call midways? They go to the right above the knee. Women wear them now.
As workout
Comfortable.
shorts.
So men should be able to wear panties.
You
Go ahead.
Go
I would
right
wear
ahead.
old granny
you tell
panties.
me how that works. Then.
granny panties. I was
Granny
thinking,
panties with a pocket.
Yeah,
Old
go
Navy,
ahead.
if you're listening to me, put a pocket in the granny panties.
isn't that funny? So she wrote to Old Navy and they're going to put pockets in for
They're
her?
gonna do it. They're gonna do it. There's a guy who spoke to, I think it was Kerry, who has his own line of sneakers, and they asked to put a pocket on the inside part of the shoe. In other words, on the outside, but on the inside sleeve. And there's going to be a little pocket there for change or something, and they're going to do it. Little girl asked, a little boy asked.
It's a
You
good
think-
idea.
It's a great idea.
I remember when I was
is
a
it
kid.
man thing?
I remember when I was a kid, I wrote a letter to President Ford. It must have been Ford. I don't remember, Ford or Nixon. And I was
Yes.
so tired, yes. I was so tired of all of my TV shows being interrupted by him. I wrote a letter to the White House and said, why are all of my TV shows being interrupted by your State of the Union address? You're on TV too much. And they wrote me back saying they apologized. They understood what I was thinking. I would kind of see if I can still find the letter if my mother has it. But I actually
framed
wrote,
that.
and I got a letter back because I was like, every time I would go turn on, we had 3 channels growing up. He was always on. It had to have been Ford. Because I think Nixon was,
He was in jail. He says, well, I wish I was out of jail.
Isn't that funny? It made me think of it. She wrote to the
You
Old
should
Navy
have that
that I
framed.
wrote to the president. I was like, stop being on TV.
Let me ask you guys, have you ever taken a tour of the Capitol
Yes.
in Washington? You have.
We took the kids when they
You
were little.
guys,
I don't think so.
White
I've been to
House
DC.
or the Capitol building?
Both.
I
And the
did-
funny thing is, when we took him, we went to see Senator Graham, and his assistant at the time is now Aaron's boss when he moves to D.C.
Wow.
Isn't that kind of cool?
I only got to do Congress because when I was Charlie Rangel's aide, he used to put me on a plane to take things over to Washington. It was kind of cool. I got in a limo.
Did you ever write a letter to them?
To whom?
Anyone? Ever write a letter to the president?
No, I only write it to
No.
Major League Baseball.
So me writing a
never
letter was
cared
not a
enough.
normal thing?
No, nobody does that.
I did that.
You're a strange person.
When I heard the little girl wrote it to Old Navy, I'm like, I did
But
that.
I can't believe your mother didn't put that in a frame. That's unbelievable that you got an answer. Forget that you wrote. Everybody writes.
I got an answer.
Unbelievable.
I got to see if she still has it. I'm going to ask her. It's
Somebody
with my birth
Somebody
certificate.
call the purple lady.
It's somewhere with my birth certificate. When we find those missing files, we're going to unearth how old I really am and what gave me the courage to actually write a letter to the president.
You can't be more than 54 anyway.
Why?
Because you can't be more than that. Your parents didn't even know each other yet. So how can you be more than that?
I could be 55.
Even if they were playing hide the salami, they
That's about as old as I could be, would be 55.
you,
can you
that's
imagine?
impossible.
I know.
That-
I can't even believe I'm 54.
I can't even believe you're in your 50s.
That's just like a crazy thing all in itself is
It's
all
like
I
saying
can tell
Taylor's
you.
90.
Well, you know what they say? 50 is like the new 90. I don't even know. But it's unbelievable. It's time for ice cream is what I think. I think we should go on a field trip this morning to go get ice cream.
You guys want ice cream? Oh, now you might be sick of ice cream.
Yeah, kind of.
Is Cold Stone open today?
Yeah, but we don't open until noon. So,
I have a proposal for your father,
okay.
Mr. Voice, the man with the voice.
To
So
you.
remind me today. Maybe we'll bring him in and do it that day or something so I can butter him up.
So did you see, I think it was LeBron or Shaq
What?
paid for the guy's engagement ring?
No.
Yes, one of them. I think it was
This guy.
LeBron. He was in a jewelry store, and there was a young man looking to get engaged, and he went to put the ring on layaway, and
LeBron paid for it?
he goes, I got that.
That's amazing. I would faint. You know, I don't even like LeBron. If he did that, I'd become a fan.
Is that amazing?
There was also LeBron, I think it was LeBron paid for the senior. Shaq did it? Shaq did it.
It was Shaq?
LeBron paid for the senior class of a college. He paid all their tuitions for that 1 year.
It's amazing.
The senior class, LeBron paid. I think it was LeBron paid for everything.
Slick,
It's
what did
in the
Shaq
building.
do? He went into engagement?
Yeah, he paid off. He basically paid off an engagement ring debt. So basically, the guy went to put the ring out, and Shaq went into this Atlanta jeweler and paid it off. So he doesn't have to worry about any payment for the ring.
He used to live in my area.
Yes,
he
he
really
did.
liked to do a lot of stuff, and every year he would do these giant firework displays for the 4th of July for like.
Did you meet him?
No, because he would set them off in the lake, so you could stand you could be anywhere around the lake and you would see them.
You want to laugh? So, Chelsea used to work at the gallery, at Wyland Gallery, up in Epcot area. So she worked there for years, and Shaq comes in one Saturday night, and I get a picture of her and Shaq.
She's up there and she's down
And
there.
it was when they were doing something at the Wide World of Sports, so he asked her out. He's like, we're having out, we're going out on a Saturday night, and I'm thinking, you're so not going to meet Shaq
Why?
at a party. She did not go. Can you imagine?
Why?
She didn't go. She was like, oh my God, Mom, Shaq, and it was like all of, up
should've
like, but yes,
gone.
he lives right there, so he was at the Wyland Gallery all the
She
time.
should have gone. Shaq was single at the time.
Shaq was single at the time. Can you imagine?
See, you missed your opportunity.
Can you imagine
Could have had
bringing
season
Shaq
tickets.
home
Can you
to meet
imagine?
Mom and Dad?
I can imagine Chuck. You want to play some ball in the parking lot? Chuck, you go, what?
They were going to some club on the boardwalk, because that's right where Wyland is. And he's like, come on down, we're going to have a party. We're celebrating whatever tournament it was at the Wide World of Sports.
I was at LaGuardia Airport. Damn, where was I going? I don't know, I was going somewhere. Some stupid country, I don't know. And Howie Long, you know who Howie Long is?
Yeah.
He was Oakland Raiders linebacker, and he's on the NFL today.
Yeah.
So he's in front of me. This guy's bigger than a house. You know, his shoulders are like this. So I said, Mr. Long, when you do your show, you should be on the right side of the studio, not the left. Your right side, meaning that you're facing this side. Your left side is much better than your right side.
You told him which side he was better looking on?
Yeah.
Really?
I was kidding with him. I really didn't think for him to answer. So he turns around, are you serious? And I said, I'm an avid fan. And I started to tell him about him playing with the Raiders and what he did to my Jets. He says, I guess you are serious. So guess what? 2 weeks later on the NFL Today, if you look at Howie Long, he's on the right-hand side of the screen.
Wow.
He would never give me credit for it, but
That's funny. That's why I'm always on this side of the screen with you. You told me the same thing.
yeah, you notice that you're always to my right.
Because you told me the same thing.
And he believed me.
And so apparently so do I 5 years later because I'm always on the right side of the screen.
What's the name of the girl who did the Flashdance movie? Halle Bale?
Jennifer Beal.
Jennifer Beal. I met her at Kennedy.
Did you tell her left side was better than her right?
No, she came in and she looked like a truck ran over. And I said to her, I said, Miss Beal, are you okay? And she said, shh, I'm having a bad day. Do you have some sunglasses I can wear? I says, I'll go buy you some. I went to and bought these sunglasses were bigger than her head. She says, thank you. She says, I got to get to California and I partied all night and I'm just not feeling well. So I said, let me get you a cup of coffee. How do you take it? She says, black. Got a cup of coffee. Drank it. She says, oh, I feel a lot better. Thank you. And she says, do you want an autograph or something? I said, no.
How did you know it was her?
Because I could see her. She did the movie Flashdance on East Tremont and where I was raised in the Bronx. And there was a kid that we knew who was a dancer. What do you call that dance? When you're on your head spinning?
B-boy? You was a B-boy?
Is that what it's called? Is B-boy? Breakdancing.
Breakdancing. So this guy was known in the Bronx and they decided to shoot it under the L. And that's when I first got to meet her. And I got to meet, and she was talking to the guys, and everybody tried out. I couldn't break dance for nothing. But she wanted to put, I told you that we used to sing with a garbage can, but it was the summer. But remember I told you the guys used to sing with a garbage can and on the corner and stuff like that? And I told her about that. She talked to the producer and says, no, how are we going to fit that in the middle of the summer when a garbage can burning? So they put the flash, they put the guy dancing in there, so I got to meet her a little bit. So that day at the airport, I got to meet her, and I got to meet a lot of people in the airports. I should hang out in airports.
Good morning.
More. Ooh.
You cutting it closer, Val. We forgot, right?
I forgot all about that. Wow, I was about to get up and do it. But those are some of the things that you go through. When you were working up in Epcot, do you know something? If you were to wear your giant head anywhere now, you would be a celebrity.
Yeah.
Do you know that? I'm talking about just the head. A female, I don't know, what were you? Who were you?
Like Mickey and Minnie.
Let's say you're Minnie Mouse.
Yeah.
Let's do Minnie, for argument's sake. If I were to put you in the Minnie and you and I walk down Atlantic Avenue, everybody would come up to you.
True that.
Yeah.
Everybody. We could walk around, you can hand out a flyer about your show, and everybody would want to take pictures with you, the way things are going right now.
Do you think if you saw a movie star walking down the street, I guess it would depend who it was, you would recognize them? Like if you saw J-Lo, would you recognize? No, it was her.
Most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Most
If you saw, I don't know, who's another one? Like, would you recognize a movie star?
Of course. Woody Allen. All of them.
I don't know if I would recognize a movie star sitting in front of me.
Of course you would.
No.
I don't know, but I would definitely recognize Minnie Mouse.
Oh, that is definite.
I think I would definitely recognize the characters more than maybe a person.
Correct.
Everybody
funny?
wants to touch hope, light, and happiness. And when you wear that thing,
Good morning.
everybody.
Oh, thank you. I thought you guys were away.
We're leaving now.
Oh, thank you. That's Tracy's husband.
Oh, how are you?
I thought you guys left yesterday.
No.
It's more cleaner for the floor.
Oh,
Please.
Thank you.
big guy working in a low bottle.
You can just leave it on the table.
Okay.
Have a safe trip, guys. Pick any table, it's fine. I thought they left yesterday. I told Tracy this morning, I miss her already. We miss you guys already.
Okay.
Be
Thanks, have a safe trip.
But yeah, you were recognized an athlete. Athletes are a little bit more difficult. Did you see how the kid from FSU is in arraignment today? Went with a gun to a park, shot 4 people, killed 1. He's a star wide receiver for Florida State University, and he's in court today for murder and attempted murder. What the hell is wrong with people?
You cutting it close, huh?
I don't know.
You have to set up the stream key.
I don't know.
Good morning.
And the link phone and everything else. I don't know where he's at, so is he on the screen?
Good morning, Effort. So I was thinking when
have to call
Shaq went in and paid for this guy's engagement ring, if someone did that, you guys are buying an engagement ring, and someone said, you know what, I got you covered. Would
Listen,
you?
you guys.
Would you? What would you say? You girls, you wouldn't
Hey.
know because assuming the guys are buying the ring.
Yeah.
So Slick, what would you say?
I would have been like, thank you, because in actuality, this was going to take me forever to pay off.
So would you accept it?
I would.
You guys.
Yeah.
Give him a tour, new guy, paperwork, whatever we gotta do with him. I don't know.
Would you accept a ring from? If
Well,
someone
right
paid
there.
for your engagement ring you were giving to your fiance?
Absolutely.
Shaq came in and says, Freddie, I gotcha.
As long as with the understanding is that it belongs to me, which then belongs to her because I never get it back. But yeah.
That's a true thing.
Then I say, Shaq, let me ask you a question, buddy. Thank you for the engagement ring. I appreciate it. I'm a big fan now. Will you pay for the divorce if that happens?
And then I think, girls, like if you got engaged and you broke up or you got a divorce, do you give the ring back? They all say yes.
You're so full of beans. All
Thank
you
you,
full
thank
of
you.
beans. You get
Thank
bitter, you
you.
get angry, you don't get
Thank
it back.
you.
Would you give
don't
it back?
Give it back.
You
Yeah,
would.
right.
Would you
I
give your
haven't read-
engagement ring back?
Facts.
She's the only
Facts.
honest
It
woman.
actually got her in from another room.
Only honest woman.
Facts. Yeah, facts.
But first of all, a wedding band and a ring is a gift that
Yup.
you can return.
Most
I take
definitely.
it off and I'm throwing at him.
Speak facts.
You can do anything you want at me. You can throw it at me, stick it in my ear, as long as you give it back. I never got it back.
Would you give it back?
I mean, we have a weird history in my family where my great grandma was engaged and then broke up the engagement but kept the ring, and then it's also been passed down.
So the
So,
broken up engagement ring is now passed out.
And then my second cousin, she had it. She got it. She's like, I didn't even know this
You
was
have your
like
mom's?
the broken engagement ring. She thought it was her actual her engagement ring. She's like, this is the one where she left the man. I was like,
Are they all still married?
So wait a minute.
yeah, everyone.
So it wasn't like the curse, like in Holes, where they had to go up the mountain and break the
But
curse.
she has a grandmother's ring.
But as her
She
grandmother's
has a
broken
mother's
engagement
ring.
ring.
She has a mother's ring. So that means that the guy doesn't have to buy you a ring? You guys are like annuities. I will
Well,
marry you in a
My
minute.
mom's still married to my dad.
I know, but she gave you the ring.
Yeah, my dad
So does
got
your
me a
boyfriend have
ring.
to get you a ring?
Yes.
Why? You have a ring.
Because not from him.
Are you going to give him your ring?
No.
How come women don't give men rings?
Because they won't wear them.
Get a wedding band.
What do you mean they won't
Engagement
wear
rings are
them?
just a way for jewelers to make more money.
De Beers, that's how it all started.
Yeah.
Did you ever wear a wedding band?
Of course.
You did, both times?
I wore more than one. I had one here, one there, one there.
Well
All
connected.
time. You can't take that off because the moment you take that off, bad things happen to you. I tell you. Did I tell you, when I went to get Michelle's ring, I went to a jewelry store. And of course, women pick the most expensive ring in the world. So I said, okay. So I came back the next day because I told the guy I'll be back tomorrow. I came back. And I says, how long is it going to take me to pay this ring? He says, about 10 years. I
Can you imagine?
He says, but you don't want this ring. I go, why not? He says, because this diamond isn't very good. And I said, he says, really? He says, yeah, meet me at the jewelry exchange in Manhattan, and I'm going to show you something. So I met him at the jewelry exchange in Manhattan. And what a ring I bought. I got to tell you.
How long did it take you to pay it off?
A year.
Better than 10?
And you don't know what I did.
Oh, I'm afraid to
I was
ask.
working 3 jobs. The 2 jobs after my original job was to pay for the ring.
So they let you take the ring and then pay it off? Oh, you were engaged, you bought the ring a year ahead of time?
I didn't get engaged for a year.
Wow.
Her
So
mother,
you knew.
Her mother says we're having an engagement party tomorrow. No, even if we were engaged, we had no ring.
Oh, you just didn't have the ring.
So I said, so what does that mean? She says, it means you got to have that ring here by tomorrow. So I had to go borrow the last $8,000,
Wow.
which I did.
Of
And
course
then I
you
paid
did.
back.
Wow. Taylor, would you give it back?
I feel like I would. Like, that's a lot of money, so. And I didn't buy it.
Engagement rings could be $50,000. It could
I
be.
know.
It could be $1. It could be
I feel
50.
like I
It
don't
doesn't
have
make
that
a difference.
expensive of taste.
I should have bought a zirconians thing. What is
Cubic
it?
zirconia.
I should've
I
bought-
love Marissa's story though because they're all passing down the broken up
Yeah,
engagement
but
ring.
is your man going to give you a ring, or you just going to wear the broken ring?
Well, I don't have the broken rock personally.
I don't think she's engaged.
What kind of
right now.
ring cut do you like?
I don't know.
Have you ever thought about what would happen if you got
Yeah,
engaged?
I like currently I'm really into uncut gems. So ones that aren't, they're very just like,
Raw.
That's a
Yeah.
whole new thing right now. the
Is
uncut
it?
Gems, yeah. And yellow stones, the color stone, diamonds are
Yeah.
uncut. It's
Yeah,
a new
what are
thing.
they in rock? Just rock form?
yeah, they're
I got a
more-
lot of those.
It's like they're not polished or nothing. But those are nice. Very nice. You gonna take a colored ring, like yellow
I would
or
do
blue?
a color, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Jody from the radio station told me she likes opal. Is that
Oval?
a color?
Oh, opal.
Opal
Yeah.
stones. And I looked it up and they have diamonds in different colors.
Oval.
Opal, the color. Blue. Isn't it like bluish?
It's like iridescent, yeah.
That one. They had those diamonds too. Women seem to like the colored diamonds.
So we went mining when the kids were little in North Carolina. You know the big amethyst I wear? So we mined one of those and I had to cut down. But I've got a lot of uncut raw rock gems.
You
I
should
could
have
find-
them turn into jewelry. Make a
I got to
fortune.
find somebody to do that. Actually, at one point, I was going to take all the emeralds that I have and sell the raw emerald. But I got to find someone.
You have emeralds?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
But they're uncut. They're stone. I don't know what to do with them.
You take them to a jeweler. Okay. if
I was
you're a
going to take them to
jeweler,
a jeweler
we
and
need a
sell
friend.
them. Maybe
we
that's
need a-
the money I'm coming into.
Maybe that's what it is. We
that's
need
what it
a
is.
jeweler friend that has mucho dinero that wants to cut these diamonds up.
Because they're in the raw stone form. So they still look like rocks.
I knew a lady in Tampa whose family owned mining, diamond mines in Africa. And they used to move diamonds like it was water. It was
It's
ridiculous.
amazing, right? Do you think you lose like all sense of value of what it is when you start mining things like that? You're like, oh, I got a big bucket of this, and then
Now,
bucket
I
of
asked the
mines.
ladies and Slick, would you take a very cheap band in engagement if the guy couldn't afford to do this thing, or he's out of work, or he's in school? Would you take a cheap band as your engagement?
I feel like I would, but it depends. Like, is he just being stupid with his money, or like, is he actually working hard to like make money? That
So
would
you're
just
going
bother
to determine
me.
whether or not that ring. Would you turn away a ring because you don't like it, or you wear it and say, "Okay, can we change it?"
I don't know.
I
It's a hard
changed mine.
question.
You changed the
'Cause
answer.
But not
I
for
mean,
10
obviously
years.
depends about the person, but also I don't know. It's more about the person, I'll say. But
I am very finicky about jewelry.
Are you?
Yes. So I got Michelle a nice ring, and then the engagement, what is that, wedding band, was very simple. So I made a promise to her that every year I would make it more diamonds on it, sis, and I would trade in what it was, and then the new one would have more. And by the time 15 years rolled around, I'm gonna tell you, it was some set.
Really? Wow.
And then I wanted it all back. When we got divorced, I wanted it all back to put it into a college fund for the kids, not for me. I says, "Oh, you come with me. Don't give it to me. Sell it and take the money and let's do this." She said, "Absolutely not. Absolutely not."
It's interesting, right? You think about, have you gotten to the point, you guys haven't, because you still are collecting things. I've gotten to the point in my life where I've stopped collecting stuff. And then you start looking to sell things because
You're
it's
like your
kind
mom.
of
You've
kind of
turned
like
into your
fun.
mother.
I've totally turned into my
Oh
mother.
my
The things you would
God.
never do, like you think I'm going to turn, like you would sell everything.
You turn into your mother.
You know, and things I don't want to sell, I
You have a
hide.
fortune in jewelry and you don't even know. What's the matter with you?
Because I got to find someone, I got to
You
figure
need
out
a
what to
friend
do
in
with it.
jeweler. I know lots of jewelers. I know a guy.
So I would think, yeah, I've got emeralds, I got all kinds of things. But I think they probably either need to be cut down correctly or they just buy them raw and they can cut them however they
Sometimes
want.
you can make 2 or 3 rocks, jewelry out of one stone.
So I did that out of the amethyst. I got my ring, Chelsea got earrings, so we cut that
And
down.
where did you take that to get cut down?
When we were in North Carolina, you know, it's like when you're in Disney World, you walk out of the ride and there's a store. So when you're done mining, you walk out of the mine and there's a jeweler. And they go, well, for this price, we can do this, this, and this. So we did. It was like being in Disney World, same type of thing.
You should do that and see, and then have it appraised afterwards to see if it's worth doing.
It's actually in Blowing Rock where Amy's going this summer.
What's in Blowing Rock?
That's where the mine was when we went.
Is it still there?
I got to talk to Amy. Blowing Rock's a great getaway. 'Cause it's
Blowing Rock?
Blowing Rock in North Carolina.
Blowing or blowing?
Blowing.
BL, Blowing Rock.
Blowing
went to
Rock.
a place called Blowing Rock.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's near the mountains. It's really nice and serene and just like me, serene and quiet. Can you imagine?
Talking about serene and mountains, did you see what's happening on Mars?
No, what?
You know we sent the ship up there, right? You know the ship is up there, right? And it landed, right?
Okay.
They put a helicopter out. So they put the
They put a helicopter in Mars?
Yeah, it was in the belly of
Johnny
the thing.
Schnebley, help me out. Is there a helicopter on Mars?
Yes, they took a helicopter with the arm and they put it there. And then the arm went like this and took a selfie of the helicopter in itself. Selfie.
A Sophie, not a selfie, it's like a
selfie.
Sophie.
You know my Puerto Rican.
It's like SoFlo. I took a Sophie.
a selfie. Right? Don't make fun of my English. I'm going to tell you something. You are off, so you should be on. So I took a picture, right? So they left it out, the helicopter, overnight, because they don't know, you know, the temperature on Mars at night is minus 117 degrees Fahrenheit. And during the day, it is minus 17 degrees Fahrenheit.
Really?
It's really freaking cold up there.
That's a strange helicopter.
So they wanted to know if the helicopter would survive, so they turned it on. Now they're gonna fly it. It's gonna do a loop-to-loop, come back and land, so they can evaluate whether or not any of the moving parts are getting damaged because of the cold. But can you imagine? They are actually flying helicopters on Mars. So a company came out. Now you know something. They must be watching our show. They came out and there's a contest for 100,000 people, and the winner would get a trip to space. Did you see? You haven't heard about this?
No.
It's true. So I'm jumping up and down on the bed this morning. I'm telling Linda, I think it's singing or whatever it is. And Linda says, take it easy. I'm going to pack a bag for you. Take it easy.
You going to Mars?
I go anywhere.
You're going to Mars? I'm going to Blowing Rock with Amy. Amy's like, we can talk.
I don't want to go to Blowing Rock. I want to go to outer space. I want to be in weightlessness.
It's like you got to take your camera. Speaking of cameras, let's go to the beach today with Dan.
Yeah.
I thought that was yesterday.
Dan and the drone.
Yeah, he's testing out his drone. He want me to be out there.
That is Dan's new name. The drone.
The drone?
The drone.
Dan and the drone. But my question is, why do you always go to the beach with the guys?
You know, that could be a personal subject matter.
He goes with Vinny. We haven't seen the pictures. He's going with the drone.
But that could be personal.
We should send him with a bottle of Gubba.
We should.
We should send you with a bottle of Gubba. Imagine if the drone could pick up the bottle of Gubba. Remember like Lady N's commercial where they were delivering food? Remember that commercial, Slick?
Yeah, that would be nice, yeah, if we could do that. Set it up so the drone can pick up the Gubba.
First of all,
So
why
the
don't you
drone
answer
picks up the
question?
bottle of
Why are
Gubba
you going to the beach with guys? I just don't get you.
with the drone.
And the drone.
When's Maria coming to
I
Manscaped?
was just thinking, like, how what is it? How can we get it up in the city? Like, that doesn't even sound correct. But how can we get it up in the city without being like regulated to take it down?
First of all, how are you going to fly a drone on the beach? Isn't that like federal property or something? I don't know.
It's the beach.
I guess the beach is cool.
Yeah, wind rights, air rights.
And of course, the drone is going to fly. You just got to fix into the ocean.
That's
Here
hilarious.
go. Here
That'd be
goes.
hilarious.
Go get
But
it.
I'm gonna have my camera out if that happens because my camera's gonna be out. So
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Very
The
cool.
last time you shot something on the beach, you lost it. Remember? You remember?
What'd you
What did I
lose?
You don't remember? You went to tape something and you hit delete.
Oh yeah. I don't know. You always point out my downfalls, but yeah, something happens at the beach.
I think we need to recalibrate because 99% we start a show and the mics are on.
Yeah, it's still in
I
there.
got to delete everything.
I gotta delete one
Gotta
at
find
a
a way to
time.
put it out. I don't remember.
Who knows? All right, ready to wrap this up? What time is your show, Marissa?
11.
11 o'clock. Tune in for, what's the name of it?
Let's get personal.
Let's Get Personal with Eminem.
And if you're going to get engaged to any of these ladies in here, just remember you're losing the rock.
It's an interesting question.
Now, do you give a real rock and when she's sleeping, switch with a zirconian?
Or do you change the ring and give back the zirconia?
No. But she's going to go get it appraised. Every
I mean,
woman,
does she keep the real one and have a copy made and give you back the
no,
zirconia?
that never happens. Never
Really?
happens. Every woman that you give an engagement ring to, one day or the other, will go and have it appraised. I will stake $1,000.
Well, you always get it appraised for insurance.
Oh yeah, insurance. Let me see what this cheap son of a. How much is that worth? Oh, really? Or that's what I thought.
Interesting. All right. Have a good morning, everyone. Let us know what you're thinking. Good morning, Johnny. Oh, the milkman. Milk and chocolate man are here. It's a little
The
day of
milkman.
deliveries. You know, and I went to look up the milkman on my phone, but you're not in as the milkman. You're actually in as Vienna Coffee.
I don't know. She was asking me the guy. I'm like, what is wrong?
The toy guy.
The toy
The
guy.
milkman. The toy man, the milkman.
But she was getting milk, so I said, toy guy, milk.
We got milk, hot chocolate. Now Teddy has her hot chocolate. Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe. Come on in and get a cup of hot cocoa. We'll see you in a little bit.
Stay Steve.
Stay Steve.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.